Cheers. Hello friends, welcome back to today's video, literally taking the piss out of anxiety and depression.
Okay, what?
Yep, you heard me right. I'm literally going to be taking the piss out of anxiety and depression, but more specifically, the anxiety and depression that is caused from when you get involved in an MLM business.
I'm sorry I doubted you.
Now this is off the back of my last video, which I'll put a description... No. This is off the back of my last video, which I'll put a link to in the description, which was talking about all the weird stuff and behaviours that you do when you join an MLM company.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
But today's video, I'm going to be talking about the anxiety and depression that you can get from being in that business, which is 100% avoidable, so therefore makes it kind of funny and allows me to take the piss out of it.
Okay.
Like I said in the last video, I want to make the big point that I'm not against the MLM industry at all. I've been involved in it, I've got a lot of friends who are involved in it, and I think fundamentally the principle of the industry and the business model, amazing. But what pretty much fucks it up are the people involved.
Dumbest people!
One of the things that starts off making you feel a little bit uncomfortable and perhaps a little bit icky and just not quite there are the false claims that are made. It's just the way people promote it, and it's all the false bullshit claims which are illegal but doesn't stop people just embellishing things a little bit more than they should to draw you in to that world. But the false claims have got a lot to answer to, and it's stuff like results you can get if it's a diet product or skincare product, and how you can go from looking like this to this in a very short time. The problem is, because these businesses are targeted at people who need to make money because of their circumstances, rather than people who want to make money, which is more the entrepreneurial type of people.
You got my money?
When you hear these exaggerated claims, you almost shut down your common sense.
He's an idiot.
Because there's this thing that you can maybe make some money with, and you want to believe it, you want it to work. Now the way it's explained to you that you can make some money, you hear these overly exaggerated claims, but your common sense gland seems to be disengaged. You hear them, and maybe it might make you feel a bit...
That's a bit exaggerated.
But your eyes are on the prize to make extra money, to pay that debt off, or a new car, or whatever it may be. It's almost confirmation bias. You see what you want to see, ignore the clearly bullshit claims.
You know better, right?
And this is the starting point of a downward spiral.
No, sir, I don't like it.
I honestly believe most people don't blatantly lie to you, but some do. These exaggerations and false claims just add to the excitement, add to the power of the business and what it can do.
It happens.
And therefore adds power to pull you in, to get you involved, to get you to sign up. Because if you start to believe that this product, this service can do all these things and help all these people, of course you're going to be like, yes, get me involved, I'm all over this, I want to make some money.
Sweet.
Whilst your common sense gland is disengaged, there may even be lies, you ignore them. Because if you were targeted because you need money, you're the wrong person to be targeted.
Okay, I can see this as an option. I may not have any other options. Yeah, it may sound a bit... but I'll ignore that because these people are saying it's really good.
I'm going to go for it. And so you're going a step deeper into this whole world of almost deception.
That was a bad time for you, wasn't it, boy?
And because of your need to make money, you're convincing yourself it's a good idea. There is an option to make money, and
all these 6 and 7 figure earners hitting 10 grand a month.
And you see all this opportunity, and whilst there are probably doubts, there's always doubts in your mind, and literally you start to convince yourself and justify your decision to yourself that you're getting involved. You're literally justifying bullshit to yourself because you're just seeing what you want to see.
That's ridiculous.
So you go out speaking to people, sharing the message, sharing the presentations. You're full of the power. You're charged up. You've read all the books. You've seen all the presentations. You are 100%. You are there. Believing this is the company for life.
You are it, Todd.
Where the anxiety depression starts to kick in is when you start speaking to people and sharing the business, and you're told constantly, no, 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 no.
No, it's a pyramid scheme.
No, it's one of those things.
No, 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 no. Constantly told no by everyone. You think,
But I believe in this. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, or it's something to do with me.
and you really start to self-doubt, and that is the starting point, really, of everything falling apart. And you believe in this, or you've convinced yourself that you believe in this thing, and suddenly everyone's saying no, no, no.
No,
It's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
You start to really doubt everything about yourself and your approach and your personality because what you convince yourself to believe in seems like a lie. And you really start to get very anxious and very down because you saw this as your only option to make some cheddar cheese.
That's the idea.
So you go out sharing the message. It's not a pyramid scheme because they're illegal. This is a great opportunity for you to earn some extra money. Maybe you've not thought about starting a business, but anybody can do this.
Not sure about that.
And you literally start to repeat all of the lines and all of the phrases that were given to you that you believed, and you literally start to regurgitate the same sales pitch to other people.
That's too bad.
Often you don't realise that you're literally doing the same thing that was done to you. Now again, I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with the business, it's just the wrong people are targeted by the wrong people.
Dumbass.
And that's inherently where the problem exists. Now if you are new here, I operate? No I don't. If you are new here... I operate... Fucking hell, I don't operate anything. If you are new here, I upload videos every Monday and Thursday on how funny life can really be, even though you might deal with anxiety and depression. And if that's the sort of content you like and you want to watch more, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. And if you're liking the video so far, don't forget to give the like button a little tickle. I really would appreciate it. Thank you. However you're feeling about the business, one of the things that's the most damaging to you is having some degree of success.
Wait, what?
Now that makes no sense at all. How can that be damaging? Having success, that's a good thing, surely. Because the wrong person was doing the business and they introduced you to it and you're likely to be the wrong type of person for the business, then having some degree of success gives you that false sense of security.
I can do this. I'm rocking this. I've signed some people up. I've sold some products. Yes, this is it. Get the Lambo ordered. I'm on my way.
That's the problem. Some degree of success is like the worst thing that can happen because of that false sense of because of that false sense of security that it gives you. You start to think, yes, I can do this. Possibly you can, possibly. There's always outliers and there's always someone who bucks the curve. But if you're not the type of person who has always wanted their own business and strive to be an entrepreneur, generally, if you've never wanted to do that, it's not in your nature to be that aggressive with business. Really drive it home. And also, sacrifice all the other things that are in the way of your business, like your social life, possibly family, because you're just laser focused on doing it.
Do it.
And most people aren't like that. Some degree of success really just makes you think, right, yes, I've got what it takes. I am that entrepreneur. I am the next Gary Vee. I'm firing on all cylinders now. Yes, to do this.
You're a freak.
But it makes you think, well, what I've done so far is what I need to do. And that's not necessarily or very often the case. You've got to do much more. And potentially those sign-ups were some luck and some good fortune. Which is luck, I guess. Big brain moment right there. And so it can be so damaging to you because it pushes you up, and then when things don't progress further, you've got much more to fall into that slump of anxiety and depression. And as that slump kind of starts to take hold, you'll sign up friends and family, but then you give them the money back yourself.
What?
They've signed up with their credit card, it's all fine, it's all legal, it's all lovely, but you're actually funding it to make it look like you're doing better, with the idea that then when people see you're doing better, they'll sign up with you.
Don't worry about it.
It doesn't really work that way because it's never going to be sustainable if you're just literally funding new people. It's going to cost you more money. And the whole point of a business is to make money, not spend more than you make. Because that's not a business, that's effectively a hobby. An expensive, not very fun hobby. It makes no sense.
Everything stinks.
It's all bullshit, that's the problem. It's what you do to almost justify to yourself that you're doing well, you're doing okay. Because then other people are seeing you've got all these numbers of people signed up on sales. And it's all bullshit. And that feeling is there because it's so embarrassing to quit.
Don't worry about that.
Because you've gone on about this business for so long and you've tried to sign up your friends and family and work colleagues and everyone. If you were then to turn around and go,
No, I quit.
that's painfully embarrassing. One, it shows you've just quit, you give up. But it makes you look like a liar because you were trying to convince them that it's the best thing ever and to sign up. And now you go,
No, I've quit.
they're like,
That means you were trying to rip me off?
you'll do anything to not quit. Like signing up family members and then paying for them. And just do anything just to stay in. And it's costing you money at this point. This whole tornado of anxiety, depression and stress is building and building and building because you're almost in too deep.
I'd hate to lose it all because of making poor choices.
Can't quit because you couldn't show your face to anybody you know again ever, but going on, it's costing you more money now and you're struggling to actually build the business properly, all because you're not the sort of person who wanted to build a business in the first place. It's not in your nature to build a business.
Sorry to disappoint you.
But that can only go on for so long, and then at some point eventually you're either running out of money or you just can't take it anymore.
Eventually.
And you quit. And that is just such a horrible position to be in. Your friends and family who you were trying to convince to get involved are now going,
Hang on, you wanted me involved in it, but you've quit. Why have you quit?
and whatever answer you say is going to make you look like a liar or an idiot.
I wasn't making any money.
But you said I could.
I didn't like the products.
Well, you said they were amazing.
Whatever you say, they're going to think that you've lied to them when you were trying to get them involved. And it can ruin families, it can ruin friendships. That then pulls you even deeper into a horrible, depressed state, which is full of anxiety, and it's just horrible. And if you do ever find yourself in that horrible situation, there's many ways to get help, but one that I would recommend is BetterHelp. It's an online one-to-one service, and if you put in the code DAZHANDS, you can get a 10% discount. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out if you're ever in that situation. And the irony of this whole thing, and this is where I suppose the funny and the laughable bit comes in, is because all of this could have been 1,000% avoided. Because the way to make money is where the problem is, and that's the fundamental flaw of the MLM industry. It targets people who need to make money rather than people who want to make money. If you need to make money and you're desperate, starting a business may be the perfect thing for you, but most people it's not. You're already in a stressful, maybe depressed, anxiety sort of position because you've got debt collectors on your door.
Got my money?
And people after you for money and you can't pay the bills. To then add in the extra stress and anxiety and depression potentially of trying to build a business when you're not a person who is a business person, it's just a recipe for disaster and you'll never ever succeed.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just too much. You can learn skills, you can learn how to do so many things, but I really do believe that drive, that entrepreneurial mindset of just being very laser focused on getting things done and just push aside social life, friends, family. And that's debatable whether or not that's a healthy thing. That drive that you need to push a business and grow a business is what you need in any business. And if you're starting a network marketing business, you're 100% commission-based sales. So you need that drive, you need that laser focus to go for it. And if you don't have that, it's not going to be successful.
This is my punishment.
And all of that stress, all of that anxiety with network marketing companies can be completely avoided if you just be fucking honest with yourself of whether or not you are actually suited to start a business. If you're honest with yourself and you've never thought of it ever in your life, then network marketing won't also be for you. It's not something that anyone can do. Technically anyone can do it because it doesn't cost anything to really join, but you're still growing a business. You're still got to have that forward power.
I don't really feel like it.
So a bit ranty again, but I wanted to get the point across that it is kind of laughable, this whole thing where you get into an MLM and you're so stressed and depressed the way it goes out, because if you're honest with yourself from the beginning, you wouldn't actually have got involved. And so being honest with yourself, whether or not you could actually do that, and I'm not talking about self-doubts, I'm talking about being very self-aware. In that case, then you'll do well and you won't get caught in it and you won't end up with a load of extra anxiety and depression.
Yes, sir, I like it.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, I'd love you to subscribe down here. That would mean the world to me. I've got another cheeky video for you up here. And remember, do not take life so seriously. There's enough weird shit going on, weird stuff to do that you can laugh at and enjoy and just have fun. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.